Tuesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with ag meteorologist Chris Schramek at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather streaming channel. Chris, another couple mild days before a massive storm system starts to impact the tri-state area.
Yeah, Joe, we got a lot of weather that's going to be going on. Like you said, having here Friday, and then we're watching a system next Wednesday, and there could be a couple more to end the month around that 22nd, 23rd, and again the 25th and 26th or 27th, just depending on the timing. So it looks like we're going to have 3, 4, 5 of these weather systems coming from the west that could pack a punch in the Midwest or the central states here on the plains. And I guess the big question is where they're going to track and whether we're going to be in dry slots or a lot of wind, or we're going to actually catch some rain, or it's going to be rain, snow, and blowing and whatsoever. So we're going to talk about this thing on Friday. Out there this morning, however, we're behind a cool front. We saw a record-setting warm day yesterday. Temperatures climbed up there into the 80 to 85 degree range. I know we broke the record up in McCook, probably came close to tying the Colby record and the Burlington record, and maybe breaking a few of those out to the east over there where it was 84, 86 degrees in that Hill City, Norton area. This morning we're behind a cool front with a low pressure that's moved off to the east. It's dry. There's no moisture to work with. We got a northwesterly breeze, 10 to 15 miles per hour, and temperatures are starting out at 35 in Burlington. We got 32 in Goodland and Ray, 37 in McCook, 34 in Oberlin, and 35 here in Atwood. This afternoon, those temperatures will climb up to 66, 68 degrees. The winds will turn to the southeast as a lee side low pressure develops on the west or the eastern slope of the Rockies. And then that's going to take a course tomorrow through Oklahoma and go through the Texas, and maybe a little shower activity going to our south. What it does here is it'll turn our winds to a northwesterly direction, that downsloping direction. Tomorrow morning's lows will probably be around 35. Tomorrow afternoon's high temperatures will go to 72. We'll have sunshine, a little bit of high cloud maybe there in the morning, northwesterly breeze at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then for Thursday, ahead of that big low pressure that we're talking about coming over the Rockies, we're going to see the winds turn to the south. They're going to start gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. There will be low relative humidities due to the high pressure and not a lot of time to bring moisture up from the Gulf ahead of that system yet. So could have some fire weather concerns there during the afternoon on Thursday as those high temperatures climb in the middle to upper 70s. When that low pressure does come through on Friday, we're going to see a big change in the weather. It looks like when that upper level low comes over northwest Kansas and the main low goes through the central parts of Kansas, we're going to see a rapid intensification where that upper low will drop a millibar per hour in pressure between 3 and 9 p.m. And what that does is that's forming what they define as the bomb cyclone, which is intensifying low pressure rapidly. And then it'll burst off to the north and east by Saturday morning. But while it's doing that, those winds on that backside will pick up. Right now, computer models are saying 65 miles per hour. Don't be surprised if we see some 75s like we did with the last system. This pressure is a 977. It looks like that's even stronger. It just depends on how that timing it intensifies. So for a period of time in the afternoon and evening, we can have those gusty winds. Right now, computers are suggesting that we'll see temperatures climbing up to around 55 and then dropping to 25 quickly during that period of time from 3 p.m. to, say, 10 p.m. or midnight time frame. And what that'll do is that rain to the west of 25 will mix in with some snow out there in Colorado and along the border. And if those winds are blowing, you're going to have reduced visibilities with the snow and the rain to the west. To the east and to the south, where it's dry, and it's been dry, and fire weather concerns, you're going to have blowing dust. So that's going to be our issue. Friday is probably not so much precipitation and heavy stuff, but the actual visibilities. So those temperatures will fall from 55 to 25. We'll start off Saturday morning windy from the north. Colder, we'll be in those 20s and 30s. Probably the sun comes out in the afternoon, the winds diminish, may get up to 45. Heading into the upper 50s on Sunday. High pressure moves in early next week. back into the 60s, 70s, warm weather. Then that next system on the 19th looks like it'll take a track further south, north of I-70 rain, northwest corner. We could have 3 to 5 inches of snow. And then that same scenario, watching the track, seeing how tight it gets and how much wind. More than likely we'll have wind. It's March. And we'll keep watching those next systems. Right now, the indication is they'll all start tracking a little bit further south, which would mean more rainfall, severe weather to the eastern sides of the state. And out here to the west, we'll be talking maybe rain or snow all the way to the spring break or those parts of March like we typically do out here.
Hey, once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Vazurek.